Of course there's another one! God damn it, video porn. What is it with you thinking that we want to see aliens fuck, and not once including Princess Aura from Flash Gordon? Just saying, she's a lot more appealing to me than this. Then again, fucking a bag of used needles is more appealing to me than E.T. the porno, because at least one of those needles is likely to make the pain go away. E-3 the Extra Testicle comes to us from 1985, before both E.T. the porno and Keep Up the Lust E.T. So I guess that makes this the first E.T. porno? Well, isn't that a fucking accomplishment? That's like saying you were the first person to catch rabies from sticking Old Yeller's chew toy up your ass. Oh, and just so you know, this time around, it looks like E.T. is played by a duck. This movie's really short because 40 minutes in, the climax decides to fly south for the winter. Surely it can't be all bad. It's starring the head mistress of the Cannes Film Festival. Francois Papillon? Great. I like all of my porn stars to be named after Devil's Island prison movies. Hey, Benny Blue. He's called that because of his massive crotch rot. Apparently, E3 is played by someone called Ed the Head, so either he's got a big dick, or we're watching the movie in DK mode. Woohoo! Written and directed by Ron Jeremy? How the hell did that work out? Did he just wake up one morning dying to start a trend of E.T. porno spoofs? Because at that point there had been just way too many talking vagina movies to latch onto? Our lead seems to be having trouble keeping the cover on that book. Better hold it in place, or else the audience will think he's reading it upside down. This guy's waiting for his date to arrive, and she shouldn't be too hard to find. Look, she's half naked behind the couch.
You believe in Martians?
No.
I do.
I don't.
What an intellect. I just saw this amazing Christopher Lloyd movie called My Favorite Martian, and it just spoke to me. But our hero has other priorities.
This is a great book.
Well, not Steve. Wouldn't you like to kind of explore?
This is a great book.
Reading a science fiction novel while his girlfriend begs him to fuck her. Finally! A porno movie that the Eddie Deason and all of us can relate to.
Put the book down.
I have to finish this chapter.
You're at the copyright notice, asshole. I understand his pain, though. Personally, I hate it whenever a nympho interrupts me while I'm reading The Secret Diary of an Unrepentant Nymphomaniac.
Oh, Steven, you don't want to read that stupid book.
I lost my place now.
I don't think this guy knows how a first date with a porn star who still lives with her mother works. Even she seems a little flabbergasted by this.
Steven, if you're not going to play with me, then I'm going to call my neighbor.
Wow, even her voice gave up on him and she had to be 80 yard. Ugh, that's her neighbor, so old Petunia from the bus stop to Nutley was your best choice? It's okay, I think there's a half-eaten KFC Double Down in her snatch.
Very nice to meet you.
You won't know what you're missing, Steven.
No, I think I do. I scooped the cat box earlier. Why is it that whenever a girl propositions a threesome, it's always with her unattractive friend? That's not a threesome. That's relationship blackmail. See? Not even this guy wants to watch. Wait a minute. Is he asleep? He's dreaming about how this whole movie is going to turn out to be a dream at the end. Her falling asleep, I understand. She's coming off of a huge cocaine and Fritos binge.
Well, I guess I had enough of that book.
Turns out there weren't any pictures in it. Boring.
I've waited a long time for this.
Then why were you reading? Hold on to your oversized clits, though, because something otherworldly is about to happen. That's right. The worst beaming effect I've ever seen in a movie. As you can see, they've been beamed aboard a spaceship being driven by someone who cannot see out of that mask. Wow, Marvin the Martian does a fantastic impression of Charlie Brown's teacher. Too bad they couldn't find the real Martian to English translation and had to draw it on the cover. I'm personally very excited. I can't wait to see what this E.T. porno alien looks like. The fuck? So that's E3? Well, that's a fucking disappointment. He doesn't look like E.T., he looks like the Hare Krishna zombie from Dawn of the Dead. And has it really gotten to the point to where I'm disappointed that the star of a porno doesn't look like E.T.? Well, maybe he has underlings that look like Beaver and Buttface. E3's goal is to study the lovemaking habits of Earthlings. Of course it is. So he gives each of them an opportunity to act out their sexual fantasy.
And what I'd like to do is to prolong it and make love to him first while he strips for me.
Get serious.
Yeah, how do you expect him to get turned on? He doesn't have his book. Plus, someone's gonna have to fly the ship. Best put Blonde and Blonder in charge.
Okay, now you're on course now. Now, this screen here, you match the coordinates here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and this screen over here, you match these.
All right.
Down.
Yeah, they got it. It's not that hard to play combat for the Atari 2600.
Why is sex different on our planet than from Mars, where you come from? I mean, you look the same. Of course, you have green skin, but what's the difference?
The difference is that on their planet, they don't insert awkward pauses into their sentences when talking about sex. How you gonna answer that one, E3?
Well, I have an extra testicle.
That, and we give birth out of our anuses that are located right under our nostrils. It's a very smelly planet. Something tells me that E3 isn't really some kind of otherworldly sex scientist. I think he's just a space pervert who's gonna sell those photos on canyoubelievewhatigotttheseearthlings.com. How are things going in the control room, ladies? Idiots! They accidentally blew up 6 innocent planets, and we haven't even gotten past the foreplay yet! Hey, what are you doing? If you join in, who's flying the ship?
Oh, well, I guess they didn't want me.
That's nice. Sally, you ever been to an intergalactic prison? Meanwhile, back on Earth, Mary Jane is left all alone and steals their Drano, Sudafed, paint thinner, and ether. But now it's time for some of the other girls to fuck on a cheap space set.
I've been watching you, and I've been wanting you for a long time.
You just met 5 minutes ago! Excuse me, trying to fly a fake ship here, do you mind? Plus, these bastards are gonna use up all the oxygen. God damn it, what is with these sex scenes and everyone falling asleep? People crash hard under Ron Jeremy's direction. Uh-oh, she's gonna switch all of his VCR settings from science fiction theater to WWE Raw.
This isn't fair. I want some dick.
Dick, by the way, is her code name for saltines and cheese whiz. I think you've maxed out that disposable camera, by the way.
Finished?
Of course we're finished. Did you see the cum shot? No. Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, come on. It's like you've never kidnapped people and took pictures of them having sex before. Must be hard to take all these pictures and make sure the ship is flying correctly.
Driving's fun, isn't it? Let me set this in automatic pilot.
You mean you could have set the ship to autopilot this entire time? God damn it! Those 2 idiots broke apart 7 asteroids that are now headed straight for Earth! Well, E3 is done with you people. Best get on out of here. Wow. Did you see how cheaply those black boxes disappeared? But it wouldn't be a proper sci-fi epic without a little danger.
The only building.
Holy smoke! Oh, no!
Spoken with the conviction of someone who just saw a smoke bomb go off on a cheap movie that they're being paid $20 to be in. If you think that looks bad, wait till you see what the ship looks like from the outside. My god, it's a bird, it's a plane. Oh, right, it's just a plane.
Now we've been off course for over an hour.
Then why in the hell did you put the Barbie twins in charge? Now E3 has to go down to Earth while waiting for his ship to fix. And it's not a good idea to use these kinds of cuts when nearly half of your background is moving. Uh-oh, it's that awkward moment when he realizes that he left his shirt on the ship.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, what the fuck is that? And don't worry about those dogs, E3. They were shooting some scenes with Divine and Linda Lovelace earlier.
I think this Martian's kinda cute. Can I fuck him?
Lady, there's not enough Romulan ale in the galaxy. Before Mother gets home, though, E3 needs to put on a disguise. Great, he looks like Richard O'Brien going fishing. Hey everyone! Oh, when did you guys meet Hunter S. Thompson's corpse? Neat! Yes, they have to find some way to pass the time.
I was wondering, since I'm going to be here for several hours, if there's any way I could observe some more of your sexual things that you do.
Aw, why aren't you excited anymore, E3? Is it because Tanya Harding's wedding video is sitting right next to you? To show E3 more about sex, they decide to take him to a brothel that's run by Ron Jeremy, who, and not a lot of people know this, back in the 80s, used to be 8-Bit Mickey.
Hello, Jimmy Houston? Hi, baby, how's it hanging? Why don't you let go of it for a minute? Drop it. Look, I like my cigar too, but I take it out once in a while.
Ron Jeremy, you truly are the Bob Newhart of pornography. Coming up, take a drink every time Ron's penis says, "Hi, Bob!" And excuse me, Ron, but that is clearly an after-hours activity that you are doing there. Uh-oh, neighbor lady has the shivers. Gonna need 10 Hot Pockets with extra sausage and heroin. E3 decides to crash on the floor next to her, which is good. She got that floor half off at a Kmart sale in place of an invisible air mattress. Oh, and if you think I cut away from the brothel scene, I didn't. Scenes appear to be switched around in this. It goes from them arriving at the brothel, to E.T. going to sleep next to the neighbor, then back to E3 at the brothel taking pictures of the hookers.
Do you like this?
Oh, this is what you call the ass?
That's what I love about Ron Jeremy's writing. He really knows how people talk to each other in bed. Oh hey, Dollywood here ordered an escort. Damn it, in the picture he looked more like Travis Tritt. Oh well, guess he'll do. So, how awkward do you feel, E3? Not even that swan wants to look at you. I've been making a lot of jokes at this lady's expense, but it turns out she's just a bitch.
Where do I see about getting paid?
Paid? See that pond out there? Go ask one of those ducks out there to pay you.
Oh, this is bullshit. I'm gonna get my fucking clothes and talk to my agent.
Whatever. Your agent was just gonna pay you in breadcrumbs anyway. Now that they're alone with E3, maybe these two will finally get their sex scene.
Hey, now it's time for you to shoot us. We've been waiting a long time.
Oh, really? I get to shoot you?
Yes, shoot them.
What the hell is that?
Oh, no. Oh, they're calling me.
Really? Because it sounded like someone making a noise off camera. Hey, wait a minute. How did he get his shirt back? This E.T. porno does not make any sense. After the director hits pause, the actor walks off camera, and then they hit record again. And we actually get to see what kind of director Ron Jeremy really is. Because we can hear him.
Shake him.
Say what you will about Ron as a director, he does know how to get his actors to shake each other. Oh, wait, it was a dream all along. I am so shocked. Maybe the second twist is that all of this actually took place in the present. Or that Michael Jackson snuck into their house to steal their shit, leaving them with Godfrey Ho's ending credits. Wait a minute, you mean that the Mr. Ed was a crew member and we didn't even get to see his dick once? Bruno Mattei certainly wouldn't have stood for that. So at the end of the day, this was a movie about a guy who doesn't want to fuck his girlfriend, then she sleeps with her neighbor, and once they're alone, her boyfriend decides to fuck her. Worst E3 coverage ever! I am not satisfied with this E.T. porno, because not once did E3 ever fuck anyone. Other than one shot of his green dick, we never even got to see his extra testicle. Hell, even Foreskin Gump showed us the foreskin, even though no one asked to see it. Funny thing is, when I first heard the title E.T. the Porno, this is what I kinda pictured in my head E.T. looking like, and certainly not this. And now that I've seen a movie that fulfills the image that I had in my head of E.T. the Porno, well, it sucked.
I'd like to drive this, but I don't know how.